patch 6.58 is here. It's not a very big one, but let's look over the patch notes together. In playable content, the XP gained by trust NPCs has been increased. This applies to the duties the Tower of Sot, the Tower of Babel, Vanaspati, Kittis' Hyperborea and the Aetherscope. They have also increased the number of Tombstones of Causality that you get as a reward for completing 2 rows in Wondrous Tales. Instead of 500, you will now get 1000. In battle systems, the Abyssal Fracture Extreme has been moved from the Raid Finder to the Duty Finder. They have also increased the drop rate for the Links of Abyssal Grief Flute in the same instance. Of course, if you are unlucky, you can always gather up the 99 Void Cell Totems to guaranteed get the flute. But let's all hope that you get it much sooner. The weekly restriction on receiving the Unsung Blades of Anabazisos from Anabazisos the 12th Circle has been removed, meaning now is the perfect time to finish farming those weapons. They've also increased the strength of the Echo in the Anabazisos Savage raids. Now the Echo will raise the player maximum HP, damage dealt and healing potential by 15%. Make note though, the Echo will not increase in the event of everybody dying, so 15% seems to be the maximum. They have removed the weekly limit on rewards from treasure coffers and the coins received from Thalia. And the item required to enhance equipment purchased with Elegant Tombstones of Comedy, Divine Solvent can now be purchased from Nesvat. The cost will be 1 coin from each stage of the raid. In PvP there have been changes to 2 jobs. The Paladin is getting a nerf to their Holy Sheltron, while a buff to the Comforter, the Blade of Faith, the Blade of Truth and the Blade of Waller. The developers say self-defense has been tempered with the adjustment to Holy Sheltron, but overall proficiency in protecting party members remains unchanged. Furthermore, to ensure Paladin continues to contribute offensively, we've increased the potency of their area of effect attacks. The other job getting changes is the Dancer, with some nerfs to Honing Ovation. The developers say while user rate for Dancer have improved, their win rate in higher tier matches is now greater than anticipated. As such, we have reverted changes to Honing Ovation barrier strength while maintaining its improved attack potency. In other PvP news, Crystalline Conflict Season 10 has ended and Season 11 is beginning. I wish you all the best of luck in your PvP adventures. In system updates, in accordance to the end of the stress test, the Cloud Data Center has been removed from the selection screen, but all worlds on the Oceanic Data Center are now available as destination in the Data Center travel menu. Make note, this travel will not open today, instead it will start on Sunday, March 24th, around 8 PM PDT. Please make sure to be on your best behavior. Part of this test is to see if socially this can work. And finally, resolved issues and known issues. An issue during the main scenario quest, the Satrap of Ratsatan, where Estinian would not be present in the main hall of the Baldestian Annex, has been sorted. An issue during the duty Alexander, the Burden of the Sun Savage, where the damage of the enemy action 8 error was not downscaled, will now be downscaled properly. From the same instance, apparently certain actions did not function properly when targeting enemies. They should also now work as intended. There were some HUD issues in Crystalline Conflict, where the Crystalline Conflict map would continue to display even after unchecking the display element in the HUD layout menu. Now the HUD should do as it's told. And an issue after completing the seasonal quest Breaking Brick Mountain, where players were unable to repurchase the item Thug's Mug from the recompense officer has been sorted out, so the vendor should now have the item. And finally, there is one known issue. This is for the Paladin PvP action Holy Sheltron, as the description does not reflect the adjustment made in patch 6.58. This is just the description, the action will function as intended. And that's the patch notes. Tell me, is there anything you are specifically excited for? Let's talk about it down in the comments, and while you're down there, throw me a commentation by liking and subscribing. But in the end, all I wanna say is takk fyrir að horfa og eigðu yndislegan dag.